welcome, Lynx here, and we are playing still Sweet Fruitcake. Chapter 1, I actually don't remember what was the title of it, even though I just saw it. This is me, basically. This is me. My memory sucks. Anyway, let's find out if there will be some kind of development to the story that will actually be good. Sonny boy. Heard I through darkness and whirlwind of illusions created by my exhausted mind. What? My mother's tender voice, shattering the chains of slumber. She touched me on my shoulder, that's not how you write a shoulder, bringing me to senses. Son, come on, you've slept enough. Time to get prepared for school. Breakfast is getting cold. People, wait, what? What do you mean breakfast is getting cold? Wait, you actually cook breakfast? What? Yes, Mom. Dude, I don't think I've ever had like a hot breakfast. I mean, I won't even count toasts. Let's face it. Toasts are good even cold. But I can't comprehend this. What would you eat hot for breakfast? Well, I guess egg, kind of. But it's still edible when it's cold. Whatever. Said I in a why are you saying it like that? In a rough, barely audible sound, trying in vain to get my eyes open. Morning was keeping my muscles atrophied in its mean manner. I mean, does this guy have any muscles for? Whoa. Before I could bring my teeming through thoughts together, my eyes and the inside of the head were suddenly scorched by sunlight, which had been held out of my room by the curtains. Ooh, okay, I feel the pain. Although I'd never had hangover because I never had alcohol in my mouth. What? I was certain that every morning before another day in school was as unbearable as mornings after a heavy drinking night. No. I'm going. Save your voice. Get dressed, eat, and go to school quickly. Very wrong order of the actions here. Eat, shower and brush teeth, get dressed, go to school. That's how it should be. Are you telling me this guy is not washing before school? What the fuck is wrong with him? Okay, Mom. The déjà vu feeling from everyday ritual of getting up was giving me the typical morning boredom. It was killing me. It's always like that. I showed my face under the blanket, hoping it would shelter me from the pesky sun and the worries of the real world. Of course, you can keep lying on your bed, skipping classes, and even breakfast. You know too well that I won't be able to get you up. Wow. Turns out you can just do nothing and problems will go away. But sooner or later, your father will know of this. Right. My dad can be convincing. He held views about raising up a child that were contradictory at the very least. So Mom acted as a savior of my butt cheeks and snatched my blanket. Tucking it under her armpit, she rushed out of my room. It was necessary, but she made sure that I not only wouldn't but... Wait. She made sure that I not only wouldn't but physically couldn't give in to a temptation and skip school. I did skip quite a few times. That would spare me a not very pleasant contact with Dad's educating belt. Yeah, never happened. Dude, true. I honestly don't remember ever getting whooped by parents. I guess I was a good kid. I rolled off my bed lazily, took on my school form and went to the kitchen. There was a bowl of mushroom soup on the table. Soup. For breakfast. What? I ate 2 spoons and decided I was on a diet. What? Who eats soup for breakfast? Mom wished me a good day and saw me off to the other side of the entrance door, where I didn't want to be at all. Oh. That's some old school cars, old school bus. The city does not look that old school. Outside the sun was shining. I was strolling along the well-known route, thinking about meaning of existence. Oh, that's some deep thinking there. Luckily, the school was not far from home, so I didn't have enough time to explore depths of self-reflection. The schoolyard was booming with thousands of noises made by hundreds of teenagers hurrying to their classrooms. Do I see any faces I would know? No. The main building was like an anthill for all those smaller bugs and bigger bugs, where they were studying their ways to colleges, universities. That's basically the same thing, and adulthood. Thick rows of students keep on assaulting the gates of the school while I was transfixed, not able to move. The day was bright and fair, but it was unable to penetrate me, because I knew I would be penetrated verbally when I entered the classroom. Huh? Matilda must have already published photos capturing my disgrace. As soon as I show up, my classmates will start laughing at me. No real friends, no academic achievements, only ostracism and mockery. Yeah, can't relate to that. It's only an instruction from the weird old guy's letter popped up in my mind. You shall use the ring of lies to achieve your means. No one shall know your true identity. It would be fun to turn to that girl again. No, it won't. No one from the class would recognize me. Huh? Yeah, that would be great, but there is a big but. How would I get in the class if I didn't belong there? I could just skip school for good instead of posing as a girl from nowhere. In both cases, implications would be dire. On the other hand, I could walk around the school a little bit as a new girl, and then, when the bell rings, just take the ring off and try my best at studying. This way I could postpone my own disgrace. Maybe by the start of class, no one would care as much about me. Don't worry, no one cares about you. Anyway, I went behind the school workshop. Seriously? You are going to do that? I looked around making sure no one was watching and took the ring out of my pocket. I hope it works. The instruction didn't say it was a one-time trick, right? If you think about it, the instruction didn't say anything at all. If I was the carefree person... You are not a carefree person, Tiff. Anyway, I would think about how awkward a girl looks in a boy's uniform. Except... she doesn't. But luckily for me, I live by the laws of video games where decisions are a lot easier. Alright, let's go. Wait, I'm not getting saying that? I inhale deeply. Shut my eyes tight and put the ring on my finger. By the power of the moon! Silence. I opened my eyes again and exhaled with relief. Whoo! Am I a girl yet? To make sure I turned, I began touching my chest and butt cheeks. Seems like nothing changed, as flat as always. On the other hand, I probably turn to a different girl each time, and each one has a different proportions. Who the hell knows? Or maybe... no? Whatever. I kept on massaging my body as I re-entered the schoolyard. Students around me were looking at me in confusion. I put my hands into pockets. I should have made sure. And Vlad, who was shuffling around, was an appropriate test object. Hi, Vlad. Hello? A stomach with brain, disguised as a human, was staring at me with a bewildered look. Do I know you? Perplexed by my look, Vlad was speaking sternly. You will know me, but I'm your friend, Serge's classmate. He told me a lot about you. Vlad's face screwed. He fell back a few steps. His grimace was that of a despicable horror. He looked as if he saw himself in 20 years. A balding, withering fat man who has to make a 90 degrees turn every time he needs to squeeze through a door. What if he did see that? Oh, maybe the ring... No, it doesn't show what you're worried about, because it showed us him turning into a woman. I don't know, let's see more. Are you alright? Vlad's face kept on morphing, but he stopped retreating. He was looking around as if trying to spot an asylum brigade among rushing to us. Now I know that my appearance is quite unusually... and that's probably unusual. And that I'm not conventionally attractive. Please leave me alone. I'm tired of explaining that thing to everyone. I signed in there by accident. What? You know what I mean, Perv. I already told you, gender friends. I'm looking for a boyfriend. Huh? Okay. I remember telling Vlad that image boards are bad for him. On one of those sites, my funny buddy met a few girls. To our surprise, they turned out to be guys. Now they want to get to know him closer. And he thought I was one of them. Well, that's even better than I expected. If I read Donut Easter's reaction correctly, or if it wasn't one of his stupid practical jokes, I look like a man, but no one recognizes me. At least I hope they don't. I can walk like this during breaks. No one will ridicule me or pester me with questions about my crying photo set. And before the start of the class, I will take the ring off so I don't have to skip it. Even if someone throws me a note with witticisms, which I'm sure will happen, I'll just ignore it. Naruhodo. No more link. I rushed to the school bathroom to have a look at myself. You think they can't make ugly characters like even further, and then you get this? Well, could have been worse. Could it, though? Could it? At least no one will recognize me. And no one will want to. I walked out of the bathroom, thinking about what I was going to do during breaks, but before that, safety measures. As long as I'm wearing another person's face, I've got to turn off my own cell phone and buy a different SIM card for a different me. Do you? Why? Just fucking mute it. Ooh. Ooh. Good day, gentlemen. Which class are you from? With my head deep in my teeming thoughts, I did not formally dressed, stately woman appeared before me. Mrs. Natalie, our class supervisor and math teacher. Male students would see her not only in school, but also in their dreams. Some of the girls would probably do. Okay, I mean, with her, good design. The teacher was looking at me tiredly, pressing a sheaf of documents to her busty breasts. I mean, to be fair, if you say busty, you probably should say chest, but whatever. Making them seem even bigger than they actually were. Hello, mister. Inspector Real incoming. Sending your way a request to return from the astral. Do you copy? Do you copy? Again, which class are you from? I have no idea what that was a reference to. I overcame my stupor and let out a curt laugh. Good day, Mrs. Natalie. What do you mean, which class? I'm from yours. I was saying them automatically, having forgotten about my new appearance. James Bond was never so close to exposure. So you are a newcomer? I'm glad you learned my name beforehand. She smiled at me kindly while as I fighting another automatic urge to say something like, what do you mean I'm a newcomer? Yes. I know about the transfer. Numerous transfers, actually. Today is the day of newcomers. Already met a girl from the capital, and now you. As far as I remember, you were to arrive at the end of this week. But I probably confused a couple of things, as always. Which makes me wonder, do you think the old guy also changed his appearance? Makes me wonder who that actually was. Miss Natalie shrugged her shoulders in a comical manner and smiled with a tongue cut cutely showing between her teeth. Well, you're here anyway, so welcome. So 2 newcomers at once. That's quite lucky opportunity, especially considering my situation. Yeah, is it for? Totally won't be suspicious that, let's say for some reason you would get the appearance of that new person that's supposed to transfer. If you're lucky. You will play around like that for a week. And that person will appear and be like, oh, I wasn't here at all. What are you talking about? Kind of suspicious. Anyway, yes, it's me, your new student. Responded I stupidly. Yeah, you are pretty stupid, man. I was thinking about how I would explain myself when the real newcomer showed up. It's good that we met before the start of the class. Your dossier and transfer documents lacks a photograph. It would be nice of you to go to Matilda, our class paper chief editor. She will take a picture of you and you will attack it. Attack it? What the fuck? And will attach it to your personal file. Why not? Overwhelmed by the power of the ring, I was prone to get involved in daring effects. No problem, I'll ask her as soon as I meet her. I noted enthusiastically provoking hint of irony and disappointment in the woman's features and voice. Such a sweet boy. You don't even know how Matilda looks, yet you're ready to comply. I swallowed my tongue. I mean, literally, I was so embarrassed by my oblivious responses that I almost swallowed it. I mean, not much of a loss for the world if you did. How many times do I have to repeat? I look like another person. I hope that your fervor comes from your natural sense of commitment and not from desire to get me out of your face. It was indeed quite hard to get away from Miss Natalie. She was often so meticulous that being around her was unbearable despite her astonishing appearance. You just don't know how to approach her. Which is not surprising. Don't worry, Miss Natalie. I'll find Matilda easily. I'll just ask my new classmates. And when I have a picture, I'll bring it to you personally. The teacher smiled so nicely that I nearly winked at her. Yeah, right, dude. You were not able to speak to a girl, and you say you would wink to a teacher here. What a bullshit. Formalities are done with. Let's see my new name. By the way, Miss Natalie, can I please have a look at the transfer papers? There could be some mistakes. I'll correct them for you. Of course. Let's have a look together. Her attention switched to the sheaf of paper she was pressing against her body. The teacher awkwardly pulled a sheet of paper from the middle of the stack. More of them slided together with it, and the next moment the whole sheaf went down like a flock of white seagulls. Oh, I'm so clumsy. What's going on here? She bent down, allowing me to behold a magnificent view, which beauty can only compare to snow-capped mountain looming at the horizon. Second time this morning. That's not the way to start a day. How could it happen just before the class? Ah, that one's yours, and that one too. Ooh, on me. Miss Natalie kept on, chiding herself, crawling before me in a suggestive pose. As a gentleman and scout, I looked away and covered my eyes with my palm, just for good measure. I didn't fall. Lynx didn't. Miss Natalie was stacking document back quickly but accurately, trying not to crumple a single sheet. She wasn't paying any attention to me. I tried my best not to look at her. Lynx continued for... you know. Stop staring at help pick up papers. Don't ruin the beautiful sight with your interference. Dude, I'm a gentleman. Despite staring earlier, I'm gonna help her. Because why wouldn't I? Allow me to help, Miss Natalie. Oh, thank you, Stefan. I bent to help her, and that was when young man's stupefaction got me again. Oh boy. My mind was captured by another shocking view. Of course, there was nothing shameless about her clothes, and Miss Natalie herself was a highly civilized and morally impeccable woman with untarnished reputation. That's why, faced with a vexing situation and her enormous breasts threatening to drop loose out of her clothes, I mustered all my will to look away, grab a couple of sheets from the floor, and stand upright. She was looking at the newly gathered stack distractedly, hugging it tight as before. She was probably trying to forget about the incident as well as to prevent future ones. Her new hair was a bit frayed and her cheeks were pink, just like mine. Awkward silence came and went, disturbed by Mrs. Natalie's exclamation. Oh, you picked up exactly the documents you needed. I can't read this story of excuse of an alphabet. Indeed, I was holding a sheet of paper without a photo, and another one was a letter of reference. With a quick glance, I read the data about my new identity as quickly as possible. I mean, you said with a quick glance that was enough. Ugh. My new name was Stefan Lively. Really? According to the description, I was an achiever in studies and sports and was respected by my former classmates. Not bad. Escaped from my mouth and drew Miss Natalie's attention. You can't read letters of reference. Give it back to me, now! I smiled bashfully and added the paper to the stack held by Miss Natalie. I only allowed a look at the transfer paper, nothing more. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Natalie. It won't happen again. Yeah, because you won't have a chance, Miss Natalie sighed. But it will, and not once. Children are so naughty, and I see you're keen on doing what you shouldn't. Huh? I would be the world's worst teacher if I didn't know that. She gently touched my shoulder. Just listen to me, Stefan, and we'll get on well. I clapped my feet together, almost springing off the floor, and reported my loyalty. Okay, I understand that. Word of Scout, Miss Natalie, we'll get on. All in all, you're going to be a great addition to our class. I felt spit gathering in my mouth and swallowed it loudly. Oh. Our class is a tightly knit group. My children are kind and sympathetic. They'll greet you with open arms. No one's going to hurt you. Especially girls. They're going to notice you, I promise. Why are you talking about that? Such a wonderful boy with extraordinary appearance that can't be ignored. I've seen him in the mirror. He was ugly as fuck. I felt a moronic smile stretching my face. It's so cool that the ring worked just like this. I couldn't act as a sweet on the daily basis. What kind of girl would I be? Wait, what? I would rummage through my pants all day long to make sure my own genitals were still there. Okay. And I were wearing a skirt, that would be a hell of a show for people around me. Trousers are just fine. What? What the fuck are you talking about right now? Anyway, my situation is pretty phenomenal. For the next 4 days... 4 days? 4 days? 4 days? You mean 4 as in number 4? That has a letter U there as well? Before a R? I can be another person. Start my life anew. That's a perfect outcome in my situation. The last person I want to be now is myself. Because you're pathetic, yeah. So, Stefan, don't waste your time. Go to the class. It's room number 17. I know. Whoops, I did it again. It's so hard to act as a newcomer when I've studied here my whole life. Whole life? What? You seem to know everything around here. Alright, I won't keep you any longer. The bell is about to ring. Overcome with lightness and euphoria, I walked to the main building. Yeah, looks like school. But what if the real Stefan Lively arrives earlier? He might commit person to take homework in advance. What will it be? An end to my affair? And what if Miss Natalie doesn't believe him and he suffers from it? I guess I'm letting him down in a big way. I mean, we know what kind of person you are. We know what you did with Kate. I mean, she's ugly, so whatever, really. But... and her personality sucks. She's like the ultimate not fall in love person. But, we know what he did, right? That was despicable. Like, he sabotaged his... her relationships, right? Kind of. So, am I surprised that he would be like, yeah, let's take someone's identity and maybe create some problems in the future? Not really. I don't like that MC so much, not gonna lie. Why am I stealing someone's identity when it was enough for me to simply act as a different person during breaks? Because you are a piece of shit, that's why. And what about me? The real me? I will be missing today, won't I? If my parents learn about that, Mr. Belt will have a rough rendezvous with my butt. Problems are assaulting my brain like hail. Maybe a day of shame wouldn't be as disastrous as what I came up with today. No, that's bullshit. New face, new biography, new life. I hope it's not a trick of my pundit imagination. That's, that I'm not actually wearing a straight jacket in some kind of asylum, banging my head on soft snow white pants. Would be good. Would be good. Or that I ever got up from my cozy bed, still lying under my warm blanket. Hopefully it's not wet. Let's not comment on that. That probably happened to him. Enjoying a parade of amazingly real dreams, and this is one of them. Hey you, Stretch, what are you doing here? Me? Suddenly a small girl bumped into me like a racing car, almost knocking me down. A small yet infinitely cute creature fell to the floor and looked at me from below, purposefully demonstrating her innocence in this accident.
Yes, you! You're occupying the whole space! You're blocking the way! We can't study normally because of you, you piece of shit!
Why can't you just go study?
Because of you! What if I got hurt? What if I ended up in hospital? You know how long it takes for the bones to set?
A long time?
Very long! I could miss out on so many classes because of you! I'll have to catch up with the rest of the class and do all the homework at once! I'm a robot! I have a love life!
Come on, even such a midget has a love life. I bet she's dating someone who's like 2 meters tall. Okay, you're too impudent for your age, don't you think? There is enough room, especially for midgets. Ugh.
Look at him, you could have sympathized with me, helped me get up. But no, mocking me is so much more fun. Huh, so much for a scout.
You're right, let me take you to the doctor. It looks like you're fine, I guess. How are you feeling, giddy? 2 arms, 2 legs, all together. Sorry, I didn't want to come off as mean. That's not what I wanted to click. Fucking hell. The saving is also so weird. And also the fact that you click story, right? And it doesn't disappear. You have to click it again. What is this game made in, by the way? Not gonna lie, as someone who plays those games, Renpai is my favorite thing. Yeah, seems like it might be... Yeah, it's Unity. I fucking hate visual novels in Unity just don't work great. Yeah. I don't know why, but they... Please don't use that engine. Unless you use it good. Anyway. Sure, let's say... You know, let's go with the first option. The last one seems alright, but... I mean, sorry, saying this doesn't make any sense. If you wanted to continue being me in the third one, but no, okay.
I don't go out with strangers!
As you will, I'm just trying to be polite. The girl waved her hand at me lazily and chuckled.
Well, as long as fate has brought us together, and you're not taking me out, let's get to know each other at least. I'm Tina.
One of my dogs in the past was named that.
And what's your name? Hypermeter?
What? Stefan.
So, Stefan. There was a Stefan in my life.
And...
He was a mean bastard.
I want to react to such an offensive parables and assure her I wasn't a mean bastard at all, but I saw no reason to make excuses before that little imp. How old are you, kid? Yes, my best idea was to ask about the age of that rude little creature.
Enough.
I chuckled nervously. Enough for what?
For starting a real relationship.
The little lady said strictly. How do you fare in love? And I'm asking that little girl.
You answer me, Mr. Tower. I have clear intentions, you know. I met you a while ago, and to be honest, I didn't bump into you by accident.
What a surprise. I wanted to shout, I told you, but Tina wouldn't appreciate or even hear it. She grabbed her head, lost in her thoughts, and getting red for shame.
Allow me to report how I fare in love.
You don't need to. I don't care. I really don't. Not gonna lie. She was like an officer reporting battle-related information to his higher in command.
Fate is unpredictable, which makes it interesting and enchanting. One should ignore it or loaf it. When fate grants you an opportunity, you've got to grasp it and hold it as tight as you can.
So what?
Am I right, Stu?
Who? Right, you are. But what are? What are meaning to say? What?
Who translated that? This morning I couldn't guess I would meet you.
Oh no.
But here we are, talking to each other.
Oh no. What's so special about it? People meet every day just to talk.
Think what you like, but when I saw you, I knew you were my destiny.
It's not okay. Not okay. However desperate I felt, I wasn't going to reciprocate a little girl's feelings, let alone date her. It was high time I ended her filtration that was threatening to become a monologue from a romantic comedy.
Forgive me for eavesdropping on your chat with the teacher. I just wanted to be prepared. Wanted to know what to start our relationship with. And yet I came up with something as silly as throwing my body at you.
What are you leading to, Tina? What kind of stupid question is that? It's clear as day, you idiot. Tell her that her confession didn't and couldn't ever reach you. Yeah, it will break her heart, just like Kate broke yours. Honestly, the one over here in front of us looks way better than Kate still, so, you know. But now that I know what it's like to suffer from being rejected, will I be able to trample on her feelings to deny that pure love? Is it love? This guy, by the way, is throwing the word love left and right. It's disgusting. I'm sure there is a gentler way out.
You're a serious guy, and popular with girls. I stand no chance.
Does she mean me? Stop the train. It's my station.
That's only fair. You're handsome, fashionable, stately, so confident. Every girl's dream. What?
What?
Since when exactly?
Even after the change, he's not. But Tina's eyes glistened, and it seemed to me that I saw in them the reflection of Stefan Lively, the new guy about to be transferred to our school. I couldn't quite make out that stranger in Tina's trembling pupils, but overall her description seemed to match my appearance.
That languished look of your brown eyes, moody as the book, her darkest night in the alley, combed with what must be a rake. I would love to cover myself with them and go on a cold day, drinking a cup of tea and caressing something fizzy.
No one had ever given me a compliment. Maybe that was for the best.
You're like a kitten going on an adventure in the heat of spring.
I had yet to learn what the ring was capable of, but as of then, I was satisfied with the fantastic effect it had on everyone in my path. Really? You're weird. I was being carried away by star fever. Every word coming from Tina's mouth was feeding my vanity, triggering the most horrible and immoral urges hidden in the dark corners of my soul. As my self-esteem grew, Tina's shyness peaked. She closed her eyes and shrunk. It appeared to me she became even smaller than she looked.
I want to. No, I long it. I dream of it. Please do it for me. I beg you, become my coach.
What?
What does she even mean? I need your advice. I need you to help me find a match for me.
Huh?
He has to be just like you, but he also has to match me, you know. Yes, you're perfect, and love is love at any age, but we both know that we can be together for at least 5 years. And I can't wait that long. I want love, here, and now.
I guess I swallowed my tongue again. Please do it, please.
You're probably thinking why you can't be my boyfriend, am I right?
Maybe. What I'm actually thinking about is that I'm so miserable that even a girl who's younger than me and who thinks I'm perfect rejects me, and I was even planning to start dating her. I was rejected by Kate, the only girl in the world who had at least a fraction of feelings for me. No, she does not have any. And then I was trampled by a junior who described me as a perfect guy. You know what? I hate this guy so much, I'm thinking of just getting the bad ending here, not gonna lie. Should we get a bad ending? Only? I mean, it feels like that would be
the best option.
Right? Tell me what you guys think about that. I mean, he's so garbage. This guy is so garbage that, you know. What next? My own mother would not have me? Suggesting that we remain friends? I mean, if I was the father and you were my son, I would consider giving you out to the adoption, yeah. Oh, wait, I just signed the papers. Given my misfortune looking for female attention, I would have been ruined by such an outcome, but not surprised.
I actually want you as my boyfriend more than anyone or anything. My whole life I've dreamed of getting such a hunk to be my husband. But don't get me wrong, I'm not ready yet.
Hina sighed. That's some news. Judging by your determination to find a soulmate, you're ready for anything. I don't mean or suggest anything bad, and I'm not planning to marry you. It's just fun to be such a desired person, for someone. This is freaking awesome. Is it? Aesthetically, I mean, freaking aesthetical.
Of course. That's why you're too good for me.
I could barely hold laughter, but her face was so cute that I decided to express respectful attitude.
Don't you laugh at me, I'm being serious. Look at me, I'm too young and inexperienced. I can do anything right. If we start dating, I would irritate you instead of bringing you joy. To improve, I need another boyfriend. A trial model.
On the other hand, imagine something like that. Fuck. The girl is like, I want you, but you're like on the side for now. I'm gonna be dating someone else first. Like, I would not want to be with a person like that. Definitely.
I need to practice and reach perfection to be...
You know what? Because of that, we should maybe follow Tina's route.
I need to practice and reach perfection to be able to completely satisfy you in the future. I can't even guess properly.
Well, Sergey is the same. What does it mean? Do I need another guy to learn how to keep... Huh? It doesn't really matter. Such a little nuance can be an obstacle for us, can it?
What am I thinking? She's just a girl. Control yourself, you weakling.
Violators, freeze!
Stu, it's an attendant. We have to run now.
Tina was almost inside the main building when another girl, as fast scared, caught her. Ooh. Vic, our class monitor. Ooh. She's nice. She's nice. Dude, we are finally getting some good girls. I mean, technically in the previous one, we got Matilda and we got the red-haired one. They were not, but I mean, Matilda of the three was the best probably. in this one we got 2 good ones already. The teacher and now the class monitor. Let's go! Whatever the class monitor is for. During my first 3 years in school, she would protect me from bullies. I respect her a lot, but that doesn't make me blink to that she's a horrible nuisance. No, she isn't. I can tell she isn't.
Where are you going, Tina? You want another reprimand? Mr. Tandem, I'm so sorry and shame. Please let us go. We're heading to the class. Of course. I will let you go, but not before I report your violation to school authorities, who will add it to your personal file. And then ostracized as shameless recidivist, you shall be seated at your desks, cursing the day when you dared violate school laws. And if you don't return, I will personally have you know your place. As for you, newcomer, Stefan, right? Yeah, don't answer that. I can see it's you. Miss Natalie told me everything. I read your file. The letter of reference from your previous school impressed me, but they were too dismissive with you to mention that you were a notorious violator.
Notorious?
A rebel! More like slacker. He's a future convict, although I certainly don't want that future for him.
Yeah. You're making too much of yourself, Vic. You're just being a little late for the class.
Well. How do you know my name? Who told you?
I guess I'll never get used to my new appearance. Of course I know the name of my classmate with whom I've studied for years. Vic was staring at me angrily, waiting for a reasonable answer. We was awfully proud of her omniscience and had got used to learn everything ahead of others. Especially newcomers. No wonder she was so irritated at me, who couldn't have learned her name but knew it anyway. Vic was deeply respected by the teachers, who were supplying her with latest news. She had exclusive access to information documents that other students couldn't hope to get. Documents like letters of reference. Having that knowledge, Vic would manipulate facts to make everyone around her submit to her control freak attitude.
No one shall know who you really are.
It was still difficult for me to be fully aware that my friends see me as another person. I was still acting as myself, trying to evade attention or disappear altogether. Enough brooding, I couldn't just be standing there quietly, with my eyes rolled to the ceiling. Both Vic and Tina obviously began suspecting me of catatony or something. It was time to tell Vic how I learned her name.
I always know names of the people I deal with.
I got that from the teacher. From the forum teacher? What? You mean you're the smart one, having access to the records. Your reputation precedes you. Oh, that sounds like a good one. Right? That sounds like a good one. The reputation precedes you. I think like maybe we'll go with this one. Yeah, let's go with this one. A shadow of a smile ran through Vic's face.
Oh, it sounds like vicious blatant flattery.
It was, yeah. I nodded submissively, spreading my hands. It looked like I was proving to the sheriff that I was unarmed. This time her smile was exposed, as exposed as that flattery. I smiled back. They noticed our mutual attraction and a non-verbal flirtation. Her face changed abruptly and plucked at my sleeve.
Don't you look at her like start? I feel like a midget in the country of giants.
I looked at Tina from above, ostentatiously, and laughed. Then you're not in danger. Vic the giant is not likely to punish a creature so little that her one step is worth 100 or even 1,000 of yours. Vic grinned, totally softened by my fantasy comparisons. Even such a superwoman, invisible at the first glance, has her kryptonite. It's funny how her weakness is her sense of her own importance. But after all, who doesn't have this weakness?
Still, I want to know how you got my name.
I didn't want to lie, but I had no other options. I mean, it does matter.
It does.
Vic approached me. Approached. Oh my god. Dude. This must be a VN with the biggest amount of like mistakes in the text. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, completely disregarding her brief weakness, for a moment it seemed like she was taking a swing at me, aiming to hit me right between the eyes. I wish she did that. I met our class supervisor earlier. She told me your name. Tina, who was probably following my energized conversation with Mrs. Natalie from its very beginning, frowned. She was obviously trying to remember if I asked the teacher about Vic's name.
Indeed. No one else could have told you that about her. But I don't understand why you would ask about me in the first place. I get it too. I don't remember.
Tina whispered, looking offended.
Here you are.
Oh boy. The problems have arrived.
I knew you wouldn't find the room from the get-go, Stu. Vic, why are you not in the class yet?
Vic was literally petrified, still and white as marble. She became a potential violator herself, had to find excuse before an authoritative person.
Miss Natalie, I've got... I see that. What class are you from, girl?
Oh my god. Where is the U? Gone there.
Go there quickly, lessons already begun. Thank you, Mrs. I'm on my way. Stu, Vic, let's go to the class. Everyone's waiting for you.
And so we went. However, we'll actually begin our class in the next episode. I have to get some sleep. I don't know why. What have I been doing before that? It's 3 in the morning.
During the week.
I have to get up in a little bit less than 5 hours. Maybe 5.5. I think I will still manage. Yeah. I'm not getting enough sleep. You bet I don't. But yeah. Happens, I guess. Anywho. Sphered fruitcake. So far liking 3 characters, I guess. 4 maybe 4. I like the red-haired girl a little bit. She seemed a little cheeky, which is nice. And I guess she was kind of called Fox for some reason, so she was foxy, I guess. She might be a bit foxy, I like that. We'll see that. Matilda, yeah, she seemed nice, a tomboy. With nice body. Oh, actually she's on the left side right now. The second front on the left side. Second from the front on the left, yeah. I believe she's our classmate, yeah. So, oh, by the way, we are sitting on the right, I think. Unless there might be a second entrance to the classroom that is in the back and we are entering. I'm not sure, unfortunately. But whatever. Okay, so Matilda, she seemed cool. We'll see about her exactly. As you know, Kate, I absolutely despise her, and yeah, her personality sucks. Her looks suck. The teacher, she's nice. She's nice. Tina, well, lolly, so not really. And oh, the school monitor. I'm kinda interested in her too. I wonder if you can if you can go after all of those girls or not really. We'll find out eventually. Tell me, who's your favorite girl? Why not? You can tell me that. I mean, we have a reasonable amount to decide that. And tell me what you guys think. Should we actually give Serge a good ending? I feel like he doesn't deserve a good ending. Not gonna lie. Well, you can tell me that in the comments. If you lasted this long into the video at least. Anywho, if you did like the video as well, that'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, because there will be more of Sweet Fruitcake still. You know, until we get at least one ending. And there is also Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram too, if you are into that stuff. For now, I wish you a wonderful day. Hopefully, see you tomorrow as well. Bye bye.